this is.
Look who's under the mistletoe!
Well, really it's some old parsley I found in a dumpster, but oh!
So it's been 25 years since one of the most underrated gem that came out in the 2000, which is other than How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'm just going to explain why the Grinch 2000 did a lot better Grinch adaptation more than the one from 2018. And my thought on the one from 2018, it just got worse. Hello, everybody, and Merry Christmas Eve to each every one of you. In day one, you got Wreck-It Ralph dressed up as Santa Claus, and of course, Penelope dressed up as an elf. So, thankfully, I just saved that for a special occasion. So anyway, doing to is Christmas Eve, and Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this Grinch movie. And don't worry, I ain't talking about the cartoon because I enjoy the cartoon, but it's not worthy to talk about because I'm just going to talk about the 2000 and of course the 2018, the god-awful one. It might be the number 10 worst film that came out in 2018. Yeah, I am going I'm going back to time that I absolutely did not like the Grinch 2018. I never liked this movie to begin with. I don't understand why I changed my opinion on this movie, but every single time I watch side by sides of the Grinch 2000 and the Grinch 2018, you already know those comparisons, it just got worse, actually. I gotta fight out and say this, but the 2000 The Grinch is my favorite The Grinch. Honestly, it has got to be one of my favorite adaptations of the Grinch movie because it can show that the Grinch movie cannot be kid-friendly because they have a lot of element in the 2000 movie that was just a little inappropriate for a Christmas fan base, I gotta say. But the Grinch 2018, they took all the groups, all the dark theme, and they treat this like this kid-friendly version. And it can show that this is the main reason why I have problem with Women Nation, because Women Nation cannot take risks. All they want to do is just targeting to little kids. I already know that Women Nation movie or rated PG, but here's my thing. Because at least Disney is not trying to make the film kiddish. But with Women Nation, on the other hand, the Women Nation always make the film safe. And I'll be talking about that in my tonight live stream. And I changed my mind. I'm not doing a review of Madness because every time I try to do that, you have Zone out there was trying to talk while we was trying to talk. So I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to do it in the John Wick fan live stream, for goodness sakes, on my app, actually. So I'm just going to compare to the Rotten Tomato of the 2000 and the 2018. Let's start off with the 2000. I don't understand why Rotten Tomato hate this movie. Like, honestly, I don't understand why Rotten Tomato hate. So I hate some Christmas movie. Jingle All the Way, Christmas of Claus, and of course Home Alone 2. But How the Grinch Stole Christmas. How on earth are you going to hate this movie? Right? This has got to be one of the best adaptations of the Grinch movie. But honestly, at the time, the audience didn't like it. But this film had been growing for over the years. It has been 25 years since this underrated gem came out. I already know that some people think this film is not an underrated gem because this film is playing on Freeform. Everybody is talking about it, and everybody is watching it in every Christmas. Well, the main reason why I call this underrated gem is because this movie got a lot in rating. So maybe after Christmas, I will definitely do a part 2 of Rotten Tomato score, which I totally disagreed. But if my internet keep backing up again, I'm just going to do it on Saturday, all I care. So this movie got a 50% Rotten Tomato for the critic, and this film got a 59% for the audience. Who give the crap or what? Who cares what the critic and the audience said? And just like Starboy tell us, make your own opinion, and if you want to watch it, that's fine. So if you want to watch it, that's fine too. But I got one simple question: how on earth that the 2018 The Grinch got a 60%, but yet the 2001 got a 50%. No. How the Grinch Stole Christmas is 100 times better than this kid-friendly version of the Grinch. Like, hashtag not my Grinch, because this main character, that did not feel like a Grinch. It felt like a green version of grew from the Despicable Me movie. And I gotta say, that franchise is overstayed the welcome. Sorry, Sean PBS, but that's the truth. Despicable Me franchise is overstayed the welcome. So, Dr. Seuss The Grinch 2018, or should I like to call it the of the kid-friendly The Grinch got a 60% Rotten Tomato for the critic, and this film got a 54% for the audience. I don't blame the audience score, because actually even the audience did not like this adaptation of The Grinch actually. So let's see how this film did at the box office. So Dr. Seuss' How the Grinch Stole Christmas was a massive box office hit. It was becoming the highest grossing film in the US for that year. It was earning over $345 million worldwide and have a budget for $123 million, and make it as a huge success depends a mixed review. Who gives a crap what the mixed review said? The same with Fire and Hash. I mean, the opinion on this movie by Rotten Tomatoes is so biased. So worldwide gross around this film made is $345 million to $350 million, and domestically gross this film made over $260 million and make it as the #1 film in domestically in the 2000. And this film have a budget for $123 million, and for opening weekend, at other hand, this movie is in total with $55.1 million. It can show us that a lot of people at the time did not like the Grinch movie, but due to this film came out 25 years, it's for the best that you can just give it a chance. So let's look at the god-awful 2018 one. God mercy's on the soul. So the Grinch 2018 was a massive box office hit. Okay, how on earth this film was a box office hit? Can you explain? It was grossing over $540 million worldwide and have a budget for $75 million. Okay, that's a very short budget. And of course, it was becoming the highest grossing Christmas film ever. Seriously? A highest grossing Christmas film? What about Home Alone? What about Christmas Vacation? What about The Polar Express? Those films is 100 times better than that 2018 The Grinch actually. And yes, I did watch that. We watched that clip on YouTube when the Grinch said, "Max!" Oh, come on, man. That is not Jim Carrey. That is the actor from Doctor Strange trying to be like the Grinch. And I gotta say, he will not be better. He will not be better version of the Grinch. He never will be, because he does not feel like a Grinch. He feel like a Doctor Strange dressed up as the Grinch instead of using his dark voice actually. Like, you know what? I'll get to him in a minute. So this film made worldwide gross over with $540 million, and domestically gross in the U.S. and Canada. This film made in the U.S. and Canada around with $272.5 million, and the nationally gross this movie made is $280.5 million, and this film have a budget for $75 million. Okay, when you compared to this film made is $345 million, and this film have a $123 million. I gotta say this, but I'm probably this film made more money than the 2018 The Grinch. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Oh, man. So, let me get this right. So, I think the 2018 The Grinch made more money than the 2001. Oh, come on, man. You already know that the Grinch 2000 is 100 times better than the Grinch 2018. So let's go back to Jim Carrey. So Jim Carrey, he was in the 2000 The Grinch. And if you know him, he was in the Pet Detective. He was in a Sonic movie as Dr. Robotnik, which is my favorite performance by the legendary himself, Jim Carrey. I only know that he's 63 years old, but honestly, he still got his comedian. He still he still got his comedy, and he still got his comedy since years ago. But I gotta say this, but my second favorite performance by Jim Carrey, which netted him as a Grinch. I understand that a nostalgia critic did not enjoy himself watching the Grinch 2000, especially when you put a dog, which is Max, in the mayor's face butt. Max butt, and the mayor face, which the mayor played by the same actor that he was in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie as King Neptune. And I don't want to talk about Poppy's father from the Troll movie, or else you know what will be coming. So I gotta move on from that. So anyway, so Jim Carrey as a Grinch, he does feel like a Grinch, because when you watch the Grinch 2000, you already know that Jim Carrey was having a fun with his role. Especially when the one scene, when the one scene, the Grinch 2000, and I couldn't stop laughing my butt off. What's another than the scene when he can't stand the Christmas music, and that would be me. Dude, that would be me. That would be me listening to that Big Guy song, and I'll definitely do that on the live stream tonight. But anyway, let's get back on topic. Anyway, so you know what the Grinch did? That's right, he was turning on the blender, and blending something, and of course they got a giant monkey making a banny sound, and of course he got oh my goodness. Yeah, especially, man, the Grinch 2000 got the funniest scene for a Christmas movie, especially when the Grinch throw Max, I throw Max, and of course, in the houses, because he was having party, and honestly, I gotta say, do not mess with the Grinch, or else he will be throwing your house, just like the French Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, that scene is remind me when they kicked Jazz from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I gotta say that, but the Grinch 2000, they have a lot better acting, which is Jim Carrey as the Grinch. But for Doctor Strange actor, no offense to him, man, because he is the same actor that he played as the most underrated character of the Marvel Universe, which is not in Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange is a very, very amazing character. And of course, he was in some of the serious movie. But when he signed in for the Grinch, at first, I was like, you know what? Let's do this, because he did a dark voice in The Hobbit 2 and Star Trek Into the Darkness. What has happened to him? What has happened? That is not Doctor Strange actor. That is literally like a clone who is playing the Grinch. I gotta say this, but every time I watch the Grinch 2018 featuring him, I gotta say this, he does not feel like a Grinch. He felt like a Doctor Strange dressed up as a Grinch without any creativity, without any acting skill. But honestly, he did a decent job, but that is not my Grinch. The only Grinch I know, which is another than the one from the cartoon, and especially Jim Carrey, will always be the better Grinch out there, more than Doctor Strange actor. And at least, the 2000 The Grinch, at least this is the only movie that won at the Academy Award back in 2001. It was won for Best Makeup. I gotta say this film is well deserved that. And this film got nominated for Best Production Design and Best Costume Design. Like, honestly, say whatever you want about the Rotten Tomato score about this movie, because at least this movie is giving this movie a chance, actually. Well, just because this movie got a rotten rating, that doesn't mean that this film will lose the opportunity to win at the Oscars. And guess what? They did not listen to the Oscar at the time, and they always give this film for Best Makeup. So, yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, actually, yeah, I do remember get creeped out over makeup for this movie, but I gotta say this. The makeup in this movie was chef kiss, and this is how you do a Dr. Seuss adaptation. And to be honest, Hill, that is why I think that's why I think the Grinch 2000 is a much better Grinch adaptation, more than the 2018 The Grinch. And yeah, sure, the 2018 The Grinch got some good thing, like the animation still looks pretty good, like Illumination will not let us down for the animation. Yeah. And of course, some of the element of that movie can be very dark and very gritty, but honestly, at the same time, I'm just not a huge fan of the 2018 The Grinch. Like, honestly, the main reason why I think the 2000 is a lot better than the 2018 one, because at least the story is feel entertaining, and the character all feel the same, and and especially for the character design, the production, and the makeup, no wonder they got nominated at the Oscars, and no wonder the makeup won at the Academy Award, because that is really terrific. Like, for an underrated gem movie like this film was well deserved that, actually. And yes, I did correct the Grinch movie. Like, I got the cartoon one, I got the 2001, and last but not least, I got the 2018 one. And guys, the main one, which is the horror Grinch movie, doesn't even count. So don't even dare to tell me, get that movie, and mark my word, I ain't watching that crap. So good day, sir. Anyway, guys, so I will be talking about this situation again on my live stream, which is stay tuned for my Christmas Eve live stream. I was really going to do it yesterday, but not until the stupid internet keep on crashing me out. But honestly, if they keep cussing me out, I'm still gonna do a live stream. I'm still gonna do it on my phone actually, but it won't be an out intro actually. So I'm just gonna have my George to do out intro. So that's my point. Anyway, guys, so type in the comments section what is your favorite of the Grinch? Sorry, of the Grinch adaptation. Do you think the 2001 or do you think the 2018 is better? I gotta say this, but if you enjoyed the 2018 one, I can hear your opinion. But as one, we can get along and everything will be just fine. So this will be the only video we're gonna do today, and I changed my mind. I refuse to do it when on the holiday. Oh, it's mature, the little Wayne fan will definitely get on to me. Like, you need to stop being bossy. Like, no offense, you need to stop being bossy. Because having a bunch of bossy YouTubers tell me what to do, I gotta say this, but Preston, Paul 126, Andro, and Nicole, and all the YouTubers who is one of my friend of mine, all tell me what to do. But mature, no offense, but you need to worry about yourself. Don't worry about me, worry about yourself. No offense, Louis fan. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to mature. Because mature is kind of being bossy, and I don't like that. Anyway, guys, so type in the comment section which Grinch movie that you think is your favorite. The cartoon, the 2000, or even the 2018 one. And yeah, I really regret myself by doing that video called Why I Was Wrong with the Grinch 2018. Like, I should never made that video to begin with. Like, those some people are not a huge fan of this movie. And the fact is, after what Jack said about this movie, yeah, I changed my opinion on this movie. Honestly, it's not because of him. It's because I watched side-by-side clip on YouTube, like watching the cartoon, watching the 2000, and watching the 2018 one. I gotta say this, but the Grinch is Wreck-It Ralph 2 all over again. Well, I'm part of the Grinch came before than Wreck-It Ralph 2. Because the Grinch 2018 came out on November, and the other hand, I think Wreck-It Ralph 2 came out on November 20th or November 21st when that film completed. Anyway, guys, so you guys have a good Christmas Eve, and just like we all said, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Tonight, Santa Claus is coming to town. And if I see any comment when people don't believe Santa Claus, I gotta say this, I will definitely remove that comment. And I'm not being like a Grinch because not in my year. And if people is still doing that boycott Christmas, I gotta say this, but no offense, but you guys act like a Grinch. Yeah, you guys act like a Grinch, and you need to stop doing that. So that's enough. Just because the price is getting high, that doesn't mean that is a bad thing. Like, how many times do I have to tell you? And how many times what I said at my boycott Christmas rant? I gotta say this, Christmas is not all about gift. Christmas is all about friends and family, watching Christmas movie, drinking hot cocoa. That's what Christmas is all about. Not all about gift. I was just saying, even I love gift, but that's not what Christmas is all about. Christmas is all about the birth of Jesus. The Christmas is all about friends and family, and the Christmas is all about watching Christmas movie for your whole family. I already know that some people don't celebrate Christmas, but at least my house, they are getting ready for Christmas, and I am very hyped. Like tomorrow morning, it will be no video until later on. Anyway, guys, so stay tuned for my live stream on Christmas Eve. I changed my mind. I might change my thumbnail to Twisted Christmas because Twisted Christmas is now out in Cottonville Cinema. And warning, is pretty odd rating, so it's pretty NC-17 rating. So don't watch it if you're under 15, Bluey fan. I was talking to you. Anyway, guys, so this is NH Studio Lounge turning off, and Yetis and you gentlemen and ladies have a great Christmas. And honestly, and I gotta say this, the Grinch 2000, that's my Grinch. But the Grinch 2018, sorry, Elimination, but you just did a poor job with the Grinch 2018. Honestly, I'm not going back to hate on Elimination. Like, honestly, I kind of enjoy some Elimination movie, like Despicable Me 4. I can hate your Starboy's opinion on that movie. But the only movie I did not like from Elimination was none of the Grinch 2018, The Secret Life of Pet 2. I didn't mind with the first movie, but screw the second one. The second one sucks as an anus. And of course, the worst one, which none of Despicable Me 3 and Hop. I gotta say this, but the Grinch, dude, I gotta say this right now. The Dr. Seuss The Lorax, they did a lot better adaptation Dr. Seuss movie more than the Grinch 2018. Say whatever you want about the Lorax, at least the Lorax feel like the Lorax movie. I already know they don't have Audrey or Ted or stupid Mytho or Hale, but I gotta say this, at least the Lorax got a lot better rating on my Dr. Seuss movie more than The Grinch 2018. But The Grinch 2000, it deserved like a 10 out of 10. But The Grinch 2018, oh heck no, this film deserved like a 2 out of 10. It's a very awful movie. And The Grinch 2000 deserved a absolutely cinema. And sadly, The Grinch 2018 is going to go back to absolutely garbage. And this is it. Now goodbye and have a good Merry Christmas. Ho ho ho.
And join the celebration all across this wonderful land. Have a ringling, jingling, kringling Christmas.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
Have a hop along, sing along, happy holiday. Ho 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 ho. And when the snow starts drifting, we'll hoist a hearty cheer for the rootinest, tootinest, highfalutinest,